Yo, yo, yo. We are on it again. And today is a little light of a day. We're going to be headed to a shower repair that I believe you saw on a previous video that we weren't able to complete. So in this video, we're going to be switching out those check stops in that valve, and then we have that Toto toilet repair of the Toto tank. But first, before all of that, we're going to take a trip to Harbor Freight because I need a pair of spring pliers, the spring ring pliers, and you know, Harbor Freight is great for stuff you randomly need and use, you know. I don't know, do you guys buy stuff from Harbor Freight? I usually will go there for things I don't need often and for things that aren't like critical, you know. Because I mean, they're cheap, they're durable, they work, man. They're not bad. They don't last if you're putting them through the ringer. Like, they will have problems, but I mean, I go there for stuff that I don't use as often, man. Like, don't use sockets that often, so I'd be okay with buying socket sets from there. Crescent wrenches. I got a big old crescent wrench, dude. Huge. That's Pittsburgh, you know, from Harbor Freight. So, yeah, I think it works, man. You know, and like, I'm not going to be using these pliers often, or at least I don't anticipate them often. So I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on some sort of real high quality tool, because I'm going to only be using it once in a blue moon, and I want to buy it because I want them for situations like today. We're going to need it today. So yeah, man. So we're on our way to Harbor Freight, and yeah, I guess I'll get some footage in Harbor Freight for the next one. All right, so I'll see you at Harbor Freight, dude. Let's go. Here we go, bro. They got one for $3.99, $14.99. All right, so you might be asking, Shay, you chose the $14.99 one over the $3.99 one? Now, yes, the reason why I did that, I really don't think $14.99 is expensive, to be honest. $3.99 is pretty cheap. But I watched a review, which I'm sure a lot of us who are watching YouTube, we're watching reviews too on guys who've used stuff. Because we're all just trying to figure out, you know, we're not trying to waste our money, but we're also not trying to overspend. So I watched a review. I can't remember the creator who did it. It was like a random creator, I think. But I guess he uses those type of pliers often, and Man, we just hit traffic, dude. And he was explaining that he had the 399 ones and they worked okay, but they tended to slip. So the little knobs that go in, they would slip out of the ring. And I get that. I mean, so I'm willing to spend a little more. Again, $15 is not a lot to me. I don't know. Is it a lot to you? I don't know. It's an extra $10. But if that's a little better of a design to keep it from slipping, then I'm willing to pay the $10 to be angry about drop-in rings or not being able to set it properly because of it. So that's why I went with those ones. But yeah, these are probably rarely ever going to get used. But I'm glad to know I have them and they're available. So you'll see them in action. You'll kind of get your own review today of this tool. So we're headed right now to that job for the shower, the Kohler shower. Replace that cartridge. It's still not pumping cold out. It looks like the check stop valve has failed. I went to put a screwdriver in it and the thing snapped. So I ordered parts before I'm going to attempt to remove this thing. I'm really hoping it comes out fine. But part of me has this feeling that we're going to have to put a screw through this thing and jam it out. I really hope that doesn't come down to that, but that's my suspicion. So, all right, I will see you at the job. Come on. Cold. Like this. You want those tabs to be facing in, and that should be full flow. See, it is clean. Yo, we are wrapped up, bro. And yeah, everything freaking Kohler, man. This is Kohler, bro. I don't, you know, I'm not gonna dog anyone who installs Kohler. Like, I'm sure everyone's got your reasons, right? Everyone chooses the brands, I guess, that they like. I despise Kohler, dude. I don't know why they put those type of ring clamps. It was so friggin' annoying. I know I had to shut the camera off because my battery was like on the verge of dying. And the way I got that split ring out is I tweezed it and then I was able to wedge a flathead in there to kind of help pull it and push it out. So I didn't record it. I'm sorry I didn't get it, but even if I was still recording, because of how awkward I was in there and frustrated I was getting, it probably wouldn't have even showed it anyway. So, but yeah, you had to use a flathead screwdriver and those pliers. Stupid idea, bro. Stupid idea. And why they're putting check valves in there? I don't know, dude. You'll never see me buying Kohler shower valves. You'll never see me buying Kohler faucets. You'll never see me do it. And yeah. So anyway, got that done. I forgot I had sent over an estimate for a recirculating pump for her, and she approved it. So I had to run out and grab a new pump, and we threw that in for her. Everything's working good. Everything's gonna be nice and toasty within 30 seconds, so that's good. And yeah, man, yeah, job went good. Customer's real cool. But I have concerns. I really have concerns for her, because when I stepped into that tub, it was flexing, and that tells me that they didn't lay a mortar bed. And I hate setting tubs. Setting tubs is probably like my least favorite thing, other than gas leak detection. Those are the two things that I hate. And if you don't lay a bed of mortar down on your tub, unless there's a specific type of tub, if you don't lay a bed of mortar down, you're going to get flex. And when you have flex like that, over time in use, it's going to end up cracking. Can't tell you how many times I've seen that in apartment complexes where dudes are just throwing them in and then they split. Anyway, but it was super flexing. It wasn't stiff, and then the flexing was causing a gap in between the setting on the countertop, or not the countertop, on the ledge. And then those shutoffs, man, were, I don't know, they were jammed. They weren't installed right. I don't know what was going on. I just have a lot of concerns. But anyway, it's working, it's running, and they're happy, I'm happy. So yeah, now we're on our way to, I think it's going to be our last call, and that's to repair a Toto toilet. So we're going to remove that tank. We're going to get it fixed up, bro. So I'll see you at the job. Okay. We are wrapped up, bro. And yeah, I forgot that Toto toilet requires you to remove the toilet to change a fill valve. I repeat, you have to remove the toilet to change the fill valve. I don't think Toto makes that style anymore. So, no, you don't need to be afraid of maybe purchasing that, but for homeowners, ask your plumber before you purchase a toilet. If you're gonna have someone install a toilet, don't just buy something that looks cool and then get it. Talk with the plumber. I would advise all my customers to never buy that toilet, because when that fill valve goes out, which they all do, what could be a $200 charge to swap a fill valve out, and that's like a low end, you end up paying like $500 because you're removing the toilet. So yeah, the only reason I was there was to replace the bolts and gaskets, but because we were taking it off, it was smart to switch the flush valve, which we did. So it's the same labor, I just charged her the extra part for that. But yeah, had to remove the toilet, dude. Insane, bro. Anyway, we are done. Yeah. Tomorrow I am doing a dig. Or no, what am I doing? I'm doing a main line. Nope, not a main line. I'm doing a main shutoff valve. Customer has galvanized pipe, and so we are going to dig a little bit. We're going to cut into it. We're going to mega press some Viga bronze transition couplings. We're going to put in a threaded valve, threaded ball valve, run some copper, tie on to the galvanized. So yeah, or I guess I could have just mega pressed all of it with stainless steel. Oh well. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have just did that because it was a threaded valve. Anyway, you live and you learn. The customer, because I do flat rate pricing, it's affecting me, it ain't affecting her. Whether I use some expensive transitions and then copper, or if I would have just got some of the stainless steel mega press fittings, I would have made more money on the job. But she's not going to be penalized because of that. So again, I'm not like a time and material company. I build out my price book based on averages it's like on average time and material, kind of. So if it takes longer, great. The customer doesn't get penalized. If it goes faster, better for me, and the customer gets the benefit of the efficiency. So anyway, we're wrapped up, brah, and I'm ready to call it a day. Easy day. Got some stuff accomplished, and we're gonna call it a final edit of the video. Have a good one, bro.